Hello and welcome to the Weekend Investing Daily Bite of 5th of July. So, end of the week, a good week from all perspectives. And the good news at the end of the week is that India's biggest ever IPO may be around the corner. And if we'll give you the details in the second half of this video and ask you if you want to subscribe to it. Where are the markets headed? So markets opened gap down, primarily on the back of poor numbers from HDFC Bank. We'll talk about it. Uh, but there was a very smart recovery through the day for Nifty to have closed at slightly in the green, actually at absolutely flat levels at 24,314. But in the morning, you had lost almost 100 points there. So a very good 2 weeks now. The last week was also extremely robust, and this week as well has gained almost 300 points in the last 5 sessions. Nifty Junior, not bothered by the large cap banking stress, moved upwards by 0.68%, very much in the flow of a bullish move, and mid caps and small caps both 0.65% up on mid caps, singular run here. And in small caps you had 0.68%, again a fantastic move in the last 5 sessions. So there is no stress in these pockets of the market. Stocks that were considered to be have gone beyond their scope of where they should be, have gone up further. So following gut feel and following all kinds of fundamental metrics has failed in many stocks, uh, and the momentum is very much on. Bank Nifty down 0.83%, but again it's in this congestion zone, so not so badly hit, I would say. HDFC Bank was the main reason why this was all happening. So HDFC Bank is the biggest loser in Nifty, minus 4.58% today. This comes on the back of two sessions of losses prior to this, and we'll talk more about this a bit later. Reliance up 2.23%. So Reliance and State Bank, along with NTPC, L&T, levers were the sort of counterbalance to HDFC Bank today in the markets, and that is why Nifty was able to close at near zero mark. In the Nifty Next 50, you had railway stocks performing extremely well. So IRFC and other railway stocks which are not in the Nifty Next 50, RVNL, Railtel, all doing quite well. IRCTC also doing a bit well. And you also had Bharat Electronics, Gas Authority, all these stocks doing quite well as along with them. So the only losers here were mild losers, less than 1%, 2%. Bajaj Holding, of course, lost 2.38%. But other than that, the gains have been reasonably steady. Energy stocks making a comeback at 1.6%. Energy has been on the back foot for some time. You can see on the entire week basis also only 1.8%. But with today's move 1.6%, you are now at a respectable 9.9 for the month. Public sector enterprise stocks have been on a tear, not stopping at all, 14.2% for this month. There is a lot of talk about several sections of the public sector enterprise stocks getting benefits in the budget. We will come to know about that in the next few weeks. Pharma stocks have been doing well. So pharma now suddenly is plus 1.3% today, but 48% in the last 12 months, which is quite decent. Uh, PSU banks also gained today on the back of largely State Bank of India, 1.3% up. For the last 1 week, they are now flat. For the last 3 months, they are now flat at 0.7%, but 12 months has been at 67%. Infra stocks and FMCG stocks also doing well today, 1.2 and 1.1%, and commodities are at 0.8%. Rest other sectors were very, very flat. Nifty itself was near zero, IT stock zero, real estate zero. Bank Nifty was down largely due to private banking, which was down by net 1% on the back of the HDFC Bank fall. Uh, Oil and gas index is the one tearing up. I think the narrative is not yet moved towards the oil price. I think oil price is going to be the headwinds for the market in coming months as US election comes around and maybe Mr. Trump comes in as the president and geopolitical issues can crop up. So oil and gas and other commodities are gradually inching up on the chart. Also, Nifty Oil and Gas Index has broken out above the election day high and is looking very, very strong. On the stock spotlight, HDFC Bank is the one today, 4.5% today. And you can see that in 3 sessions, we've come down from 1800, near 1800 to 1649. There were two, sessions before the release of that rumor or news that, the uh, how many billions of dollars will flow into HDFC Bank, and then the bank comes out with some poor numbers, Q on Q looking bad. Earlier, all these results used to look 20% year on year, but this time they have come below expectation, especially since we've had the merger with HDFC. The deposit issues have cropped up, and the fundamentals of the bank, as measured by most analysts, are not up to expectations, and the bank is currently, as per them, quite richly valued. So this breakout has failed. There is also some thesis going around in the market that this entire upswing was manufactured by some players. I would think that the regulator should look at these kind of plays, because this is a massive, market cap company, and any play that has happened due to, as any misinformation about FII flows, etc., should be looked at. But I think for now, the breakout has completely smashed down. I think it will come back to some range in 16 to 1400 region is my guess on this. Uh, this is again the same longer term chart. You can see that it has many times tried to break out in the last 3 years, but has been failing the breakout test. So the main story of the day, India's biggest ever IPO. So what is being heard is that Reliance Jio is coming out with an IPO, a massive 55,000 crore IPO, and this is only 5% of the equity. These are all data and news from the media, so the propensity to have some deviation from these numbers is possible. Um, the the size of the entire company, the market cap of the company, is likely to be above 11 lakh crores. And this is the current news. So this is also a, a a aftermath of very recently tariff hikes were done by Geo, and this again was an indicator. At least now we can say that Geo would want the ARPU, the average revenue per user, to go up before going for the IPO, and so that shareholders will be more inclined to buy the IPO, and that's why the company decided to raise the rates very, very recently. In terms of the parent company, you can see there is a uh, breakout that had happened at 3,000 rupees, which the consolidation was happening for the last 3 4 months, and that breakout is now very near 3,200. It can go up much, much further, is what I think. So details surrounding the IPO may be announced in the AGM of Reliance in August, and it is likely to be the largest in the country, as companies with more than 1 lakh crore market cap are required to sell at least 5%. Jefferies is valuing it at 11 lakh crores, and it would mean a 55,000 crore of an IPO size. These are all rough figures for now, and the top largest Indian IPOs till date have been these. So LIC was the latest large IPO in 2022 with a size of 21,000 crores. Then you had Paytm in November 21, 18,000 crores. You had Coal India in 2010, 15,000 crores. Reliance Power, if you remember, was the IPO which caused the peak of the market in 2008 virtually. It coincided with the peak of the market for 11,000 crores. At that point of time, 11,000 crores was seen as, a crazy figure, where all the liquidity of the market got sucked into that IPO, and people were lining up to buy that IPO, and we all know what happened post that. So what we also need to see here is that many of the times when the market gets overheated is the time when a lot of IPOs will start to come, because the market is so hot, and everybody is vying to get their hands on some stock That is the easiest time to sell an IPO. It is the easiest time to make a, I don't want to say it, but make a fool of the investors who are investing in the IPO. See, one thing you have to see very, very practically, that who is bringing the IPO to the market. The IPO is being brought to the market by very shrewd promoters of the companies, by very shrewd, pre-IPO investors, uh, venture capitalists, or private equity players. These are the guys who are bringing the IPO to the market. Why are they bringing it to the market? Because they want to offload their equity to you. Please see the construct of the IPO. It is not a, uh, something that is put on a platter for the public to make money on. It is essentially an exit for somebody, and if you were them, you would want to maximize your exit price, right? So they will also want to maximize their exit price, whatever they may say on the face of it. You remember what Paytm management said on the day of the IPO, that we've left so much on the table for the investors. And you can, I mean, 2150 was the IPO price, and we are at 400 today. So none of this actually is ever in favor of the IPO participant by choice. It may happen that, it's a roaring market, everything, is going up. So even if it is highly priced, maybe it goes up even further. That may happen. But by design, they are not doing any charity. They are there to maximize their gain, and it is fair that as business owners, they want to maximize their gain, and you have to see your interest, whether what is coming to the market is worth buying into or not. As momentum investors, we definitely do not participate in any IPO. We allow the markets to, all these new stocks, to first create a history in the market for at least 6 months, and only then, if there are trends that lead us to buy these stocks, even if it at higher price, only then we will get into them. Because you have to allow a stock to come in and display that it is able to go up, right? I don't want to believe somebody that, there's a lot of value and hence I want to buy it. I want the stock to display that to me over a period of time, and only then I'm willing to buy that. Zomato, fell down almost 40, 50, 60%, and then it displayed that, I want to go up, and we bought it on the way up. DLF launched at 550, IPO, I think listing was at 1200. From 1200, for the next 10 years, it came down to 100 rupees. Similarly, Reliance Power, of course, LIC also, the journey, what has been. So before considering the IPO, you must also consider what has happened to many IPOs. Paytm is down 73%, and this is sourced from InvestiWise. Reliance Power is down 97% today. Uh, you have DLF, which is down 31%. HDFC Life is up 103%. LIC is down 24%. Paytm is down 73%. Sorry, LIC is down even more. So there is uh, a sort of a sense that, the bottom of the LIC, I mean, when it hit the bottom, there is a sense that you must allow the stock to demonstrate that it is going up. Don't rush into an IPO. If you want to play the flipping game, that I put an application and I know that, I can flip it on the day, that is a different game, and it seems that a lot of people will be playing that game only. But as even medium term investors, you have to allow the stock to really, show its worth. That's all I have for this daily bite. I hope you're watching and liking these videos and sharing it with your friends. Do subscribe to the channel and give us some motivation. Thanks. Bye.